Hey, what's up? It's Matt in Japan, and welcome back to my channel. And today, from the Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron Trilogy line, this is Voyager class, Autobot Blaster, and Eject. Now, this guy just came to my doorstep about 30 minutes ago, so I was super excited to get him open and see what he's all about. So, let's take a look at the packaging there. See Voyager class Blaster in the packaging, and you see some awesome artwork as usual with the boombox mode there, and he does wrap around, and you can see his robot mode there looking very cool, very Blaster. And just loving the image on the box here, Voyager class. You have your product info on the bottom, much the same on the top. You have your nice Kingdom artwork with the Authentics logo on the side. And on the back, you see your product shot. So there is Blaster in his robot mode. And you see how Eject actually ejects from his tape deck there. And sorry about the sticker there. And he converts in 20 steps to his boombox mode and also Eject. You see the image there. And not sure how many steps he takes, but it doesn't look like much. So yeah, without further ado, let's get Blaster and Eject out of the packaging and see what they're all about. All right, so we have Voyager class Blaster out of the packaging, and this guy looks absolutely amazing. Just loving the look of this guy. So let's take a look at the accessories he comes with in the box. Now, I did get a Unicron collector's card, which I'm very happy about. No more Black Arachnia. And you get a really cool image of Unicron in his robot mode there, looking very powerful. And then if you peel the sticker back, you do get a picture of Unicron in his planet mode eating up Cybertron. So very cool. Very happy to have a different looking collector's card here. So we got the Unicron card that comes with Blaster, and you all know what it looks like on the back. So very cool indeed. And he does come with two accessories, one being his Blaster. Well, his gun, you know, his name is Blaster. So I guess Blaster's Blaster is not Blaster. Too many blasters. Anyways, it's very, very nice. It's just molded in a black plastic, but it has a lot of sculpted detail, and it's actually very reminiscent of the G1 gun, and I will bring that guy in right here. So on the bottom, you have the big hunkin' G1 gun, and I think they did a bang-up job on replicating that. Very nice homage to the old school gun there. So very cool. So he does come with his blaster or his gun, which he can hold very easily. So we put it right in his hand there. And obviously, he does come with Eject, which is done in a translucent blue plastic with a little bit of gold paint on the front there. And not a whole lot of detail. You get a little bit of molded detail there, you can see. And on the back, you have some gray plastic there. But I gotta tell you the truth, I'm not too crazy about this translucent blue plastic. I kind of wish they had done him in just, you know, traditional colors and just done, you know, the regular looking plastic. Not quite sure why they went with this translucent blue plastic, but those are the accessories that it comes with. And if you do open his chest here, now all these buttons are connected. It's not like the old school toy where you have, you know, kind of 3 individual buttons. If you just push here, it just does come undone. You do see a little bit of detail in there, and you can obviously fit Eject inside, and he does go in a certain way, and then he just fits right in there. So you can kind of see Eject inside there. And again, push that, and it just pops open. So very cool. And one other sort of gimmicky thing is actually on his arm, you can sort of undo the elbow joint. You can sort of unlock this joint here and actually have it extend. So he does have the finger there, much like we saw with the Soundwave figure. So he can actually push his own buttons here. And so you can actually have him eject himself. So that's very cool. That's a very nice feature that they added to the figure. So very cool indeed. Just a quick comparison with the OG Blaster. Let's see if I can get him in the shot here. Hold on. He is so big. Kind of forgot how big he was. But there is a comparison between old and new. And my G1 Blaster is kind of beat up. He's kind of missing his top here. But I think as far as aesthetics and just like a really nice homage, this new Voyager class Blaster. So just a quick comparison there of the old school Blaster. So we'll take him off, and let's take a look at the details of this Blaster here. All right, let's get into the details on these guys. Let's first take a look at Eject. I have him transformed here into his robot mode, so he's very simple to transform, as you guys would imagine. So again, you get some really nice gold paint on the chest and the waist plate here, and you get some nice sculpted detail throughout the figure there. And his head sculpt is just done in a gray plastic with a little bit of orange on the face mask, and there are some eyes under there, but it's very difficult to see. So he is just done in mostly the translucent blue plastic. And yeah, he looks okay. He doesn't look bad. I guess because of the new Legacy line, maybe this is why they did this. I know there's a lot of sort of translucent plastic going on in the Legacy line for their gimmick or whatever. But again, I kind of wish they had done just a little bit more traditional looking cassette tape for Eject. But yeah, he doesn't look bad at all. So we'll put him down there. And let's get a look at Blaster up close. This head sculpt is so cool. He is really nice. You have some nice silver paint for the top of the helmet and also some darker silver for the face. And you have some blue paint for the eyes. And the head sculpt is just done really well. It's a very nice homage to the old school Blaster head there. And just I'll bring in my broken Blaster head here, and you can just sort of see the differences, or the similarities more like, of the face sculpt there. So very cool. And going down the figure, you get some really nice, I love how bright and just really nice yellow paint they use for this chest part. Nice paint going on. You get some gray for the buttons, mostly just the red plastic and the black plastic. And there's a little bit of detail, a little bit of paintwork on the upper thighs here. Some nice sculpted detail on the waist. And you see the details on the legs here. You get the speakers, a little bit of sculpted detail here on the side, and a little bit of detail on the feet there. So all in all, a very nice looking figure. On the back, again, no hollow parts, which is nice. He feels very solid. And again, this is very, it's a real solid figure and looks very nice from the back even. And you can see some sculpted detail there on the back. That's very cool. Looks like a little, like where the batteries would fit on the old school figure. And let's just, again, bring in, I was going to say, let's bring in the old school, but yeah, I forgot how plain he was on the back. That was a Soundwave who has some detail on the back. So anyways, taking a look at articulation. His head is on a swivel joint, so it can go all the way around. And you get a little bit of movement, a little bit of side to side, a little bit of up and down, but not too much articulation on the head. You get the arm, joint here, the shoulder joint. It can go out like that. You can do the full 360. He does have a upper bicep swivel. He has a 90 degree, or yeah, about 90 degree at the elbow, maybe a little over 90 degree at the elbow. There's nothing at the hands. They do go out like this for transformation, and obviously you can unlock that. Like I showed you, you can unlock that to have him push his own cassette deck open there. But there's no swivel at the hands. So you get some nice arm articulation there. He does have a waist swivel, and all the joints are very, very tight on this figure. He can do the full splits, which is very nice, as you would assume that Blaster could. And he does have an upper thigh swivel, which is very nice. And he has about 90 degrees at the knee. And also he does have a really cool, very ingenious actual ankle rocker joint here, which I think is very clever. They sort of integrated this part into, I wasn't sure if he had the ankle rocker joint at first, but I saw the pin there, and it's actually very well done, very ingenious there. So as far as articulation, he is very articulated. So there he is. And just a quick comparison between him. Let's take Eject out of there, and we'll just bring in Autobot Slammer here just for a quick size comparison there. So obviously you have the Voyager class Blaster on the left, and you have the Deluxe class Slammer on the right. So that's how they fare as far as scale. So taking him out. All right, let's get Blaster transformed into his boombox mode. All right, here we have Voyager Blaster all transformed into his boombox mode, and this guy was awesome to transform. Very cool transformation, very ingenious, somewhat intuitive. Didn't really need the instructions so much, but some very cool things happening in the transformation. Happy to see it wasn't just a sort of repeat of the Soundwave mold. So yeah, very cool. So let's take a look at the details. So there he is in his boombox mode, and the amount of detail on this thing is just amazing. You get the little speakers up here, you get the gray plastic on the sides of the black speakers, you get the speakers there, the round speakers, you get the dials here, the little knobs, you got the play and rewind buttons there, and also some very cool just detail with the black and the red plastic. And again, you see the same sort of chest piece as the cassette deck, and there you have Eject inside there. And the handle up here is very cool. It's very evocative of the old school figure there. Now, from the front, he looks very cool, very awesome. Now, on the side, you do have, let's see where the legs transform. And actually, this part, these spin around. So I thought that was very cool. You spin those around for a different look for his robot mode feet. But on the back, yeah, it's, you know, you can kind of see how he folds up and stuff. From the bottom, you see his legs split there. So from the back, it's, you know, it is what it is. Again, don't display this guy from the back. But anyways, just bring in the old school figure here for a comparison. Always like to compare old and new here. And let me just pull my camera back just a touch. Okay, so there we have the Voyager class Kingdom Blaster on the left and the old school G1 Blaster on the right. So you can see definitely where they got their cues from for the design. But I really like the added details of all the knobs and just the little details of the black, the speakers and everything like that on the updated version. This, you know, obviously the G1 was a lot more simplified, but I think this is a great update to the original figure. So I'll take him out rather. And there's just one more thing I want to show you on the back here. There is some weapon storage, which is always nice. So there is a little notch right there, and there's a little tab right there. And on the back of the gun handle, there's a little notch. So basically just take that, and that just plugs right in like that. So for easy gun storage, so very nice. It's very nice to have weapon storage as always. So very, very cool. So anyways, this has been the video review for Voyager, Blaster, and Eject. Can't recommend this figure enough. Awesome. Definitely pick them up. And if you guys are collecting these Kingdom figures, this is easily one of my favorites so far. So definitely pick them up if you see them. You won't regret it. Awesome figure. Everything. Articulation. I'd say my only real complaint is just the fact that Eject has that kind of translucent blue plastic. I guess it didn't bother me as much as I thought it would, but I'd say that would be my only complaint on this figure. Other than that, flawless, perfect, great detail, awesome articulation, robot mode. Both modes look great. So definitely pick this guy up if you see him. Anyways, this has been Matt in Japan. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.